Social Flex page or the group to watch the one and comment and interact there.
Yeah, that sure works.
I'm just saying because I don't.
Yeah, you can take it off.
Okay. After much technical difficulty and disobedient technology, we're here. We're live. Technology is so disobedient. I don't know why technology is so disobedient. But it is.
You might be having a little bit of a YouTube issue.
Huh?
You might be having a little bit of a YouTube issue.
YouTube ain't up either?
Just saying upcoming.
I don't know why. Yeah, that's weird too. I don't know. Technology is acting funny today.
It definitely is.
It's acting funny. Well, we'll have when we're done. I'll just upload the recording to YouTube. So if anybody wants to back watch it,
They can.
yeah, I mean I can. I'm not gonna take it down and take it back up again. Although I may not mind, but
It's a lot of work.
why are you yelling? I'm just trying to figure out why exactly. Waiting on me to do what? I sent everything I was supposed to send. Anyway. All right. Well, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Social Flex. We are your Social Flex hosts and guides. I am Carlisa Turner. I am 42. I'm widowed and I'm single. I braced myself.
No, it's all good. I'm Sierra Tompkins. I'm 43 and I'm single.
What? We gotta definitive answer. Why do we have a definitive answer?
Well, because I'm just single right now. I'm back to the
So you
single.
ain't gonna sit on this panel of truth?
Oh,
You're telling people why you changed your mind
I'm
after 3
I'm
weeks?
sitting on this single thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like it over here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like I like it on this side of the couch.
Okay. Okay. So, what's new? What's happening? What's going on in your day-to-day in your life?
I have a new niece.
Yes, you do.
Very
Congratulations, Robert.
Very excited about my new great niece.
I got some buttons. Let's see. My buttons
Just keep, I ain't mentioning the names. Keep her and mom in prayer. The delivery is a hard thing.
out. It is.
Childbirth is definitely a hard
It
thing.
is. Let's see.
I'm just trying to recap my week. It's very hard to do. I'm trying to think from like last Thursday to today what transpired in my life.
Anything right? Yes, but nothing I don't think we need to be discussing on here.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, but
Yeah, probably not. Probably not nothing. I need to let the world be pretty up at this current moment.
anything happening in your timeline that tickled your fancy, that got your wheels turning?
I know I posted today, and we talk about this a lot, the perception versus reality type thing.
Yes, we did in our conversation often.
And I'm just back to that. It's like people's their reality of who you are
perception.
I call it their reality because it doesn't matter if it's perception or not. It's their reality. It's what they really think, and it could be so far from the truth. Am I? What?
I was listening.
Yeah, no, I could be so far from the truth, in my opinion. I tend to, like, when a person tells me what it is, like, I don't be like, oh, well, this look like da 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 da. Like, no, if you telling me what it is, then that is what it is. Like, sometimes we can't go off of the smiles. Sometimes we gotta read in between the lines on some of the things that we see. And I also feel like if you're an intuitive person, like your energy, your body's it's going to automatically call BS on those situations. Like I got a lot of situations that I'd be like, man, that's some bullshit, but
What specifically?
You know, I've always been a good reader of people's energy. I don't want to like dive into specific situations, but like when I read your energy, like I could tell like what's off, if you're hiding something, if you're not, like what your actual thought processes are in some ways. That's why I don't like to step in the realms of reading people. It'd be some bullshit. For real, for real.
I'm never wrong.
Am I ever wrong? Few and far between. I don't think I've been wrong yet. As a matter of fact, I just one of the kids just confirmed. It's like, man, I hate listening to her, but actually, like, my raise was right. And I was like, I was just like, I ain't say nothing. But you said that, you said it's loud as
Loud as hell.
Other than that, ain't too much else going on in the rooms in my life. Same old music, shoes, and movies. My favorite things. Oh, I did play auto mechanic over the weekend. That's what I did.
That's what's up. You got it straight?
It was the speakers in my car. They sound like shit.
Yeah, I just accidentally disconnected my woofer from my trunk. I gotta figure out how to reconnect that. I think I also disconnected a piece of power wires, and now I gotta uncover all that wiring and trace it from the hood to the back. I don't want to do that. I gotta disconnect my seats and everything to trace the wire to see.
Yeah, that's a hard job, boy.
Hard. This is
it's just tedious. Yeah. It's super tedious.
It's not hard. It's tedious. I mean,
because that's what
it's hot outside. I'd be more impressed to do it.
Yeah. Like I went to the Pool and Pay on Saturday. I thought I was going to die. I was like, oh no, that. No, I'm cool. I don't got that type of time on my hands. I'd rather take care of the issues. Take care of the issues myself. I don't got that type of time on my hands. But no, it was a I'm trying to think of the right word to use. Cause it let me be in my own thoughts for a change. Like just walking around the little junkyard trying to find cars like that. And a lot of that time I felt like I was in my head just figuring some stuff out.
Okay.
but I still got 2 speakers left to go. I'm telling you, this car sound like crap. And it is so disturbing to me. If anybody knows me and how I listen to music, like it is killing me. I've been listening to my
What's that? I'm just waiting on the answer. I'm just waiting on the answer. You been listening to what? What have you been listening
I don't
to?
understand why this is such a problem for people.
Was it the Catholic station?
It was.
I can't do it. I can't do it with you.
I don't understand what the issue is.
You're entitled to like what you like.
Listen,
But the Catholic station is diabolical. That's crazy. It's not.
I mean, I found comfort in them a little bit, I guess. I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know.
Oh, what the heck? Okay.
I know my niece was in a car. I had like, what was it, like 60s and 70s hits or 70s and 80s hits on or something like that. And she was like, oh no, we're not about to
It's
sing
better than the
too.
Catholics, I'm sure.
She's like,
No
we're not
shade,
about to
Catholics.
sing too. I
But,
definitely started singing like I like what I like. Shit, I mean I like all types of stuff like that. So I listen to opera in the car if I got to.
I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad.
But you are mad at the Catholic.
I'm not mad at it. It's just like, but why? Like all day?
I mean, I have.
Oh, we gotta be a mass all day is what I'm trying to figure out. Cause like, real talk, I'm not mad at mass. In that little block. The upside to the Catholic Church is that it's in and out.
Yeah, you in and out.
You literally are doing it all day.
Yeah.
That's not, no.
Yeah.
You're defeating the purpose.
I am kind of doing it.
You're dragging it for no reason.
I just
You could have just streamed one of these little local, Church of Gods in Christ or something around this morning. I'm gonna name, but no, I'm not.
But you know what? It does bring.
You could have just streamed.
It does bring a certain kind of comic relief because anybody who knows that I listen to that, they be like, man, what? Be like, yeah, the kids get in the car and be like,
I'm gonna tell you why I find it funny. Cause you run around all day trying to push this thug agenda.
I'm definitely not one of them.
You walk around all day trying to I'm trying to trench it.
I'm definitely not one.
When you get in the car, you was like, "Our Father." And that's what throws me every time, like, lady. That's why I don't let you slide. Like, absolutely not. You're not getting away with that in here, baby. Change the radio station before you come here talking to me like that. You can't talk crazy in front of me.
I like it.
And you're hitting Our Father
It
in the
comforts,
car. I'm not.
it comforts my soul.
Yeah, let you slide.
It comforts my soul. And y'all know the thug thing is, that's just a surface thing. I'm as squishy as a gummy bear underneath.
If you say so. I feel like that was a little drainage too, but go ahead.
I mean,
Go ahead, gummy bear. Go ahead.
cry a heartbeat if I get, a little emotional or upset. Very. Yeah, that's definitely one of them.
You are for sure emotional.
Definitely one of them. Oh, so we went, I told you we went to see Inside Out too. I didn't know till after the fact that these two bums cried too at the movies. We went to see Inside Out too.
Oh.
See me, I went to go see it by myself so I can get all the original tears out. Oh, I cried twice for the movie, yeah.
I cried on her, what's the Tarzan?
I've never watched that before.
You never watched the cartoon?
No.
I did. That movie broke me down. He left them. I'm like, that's fucked up. This movie. I'm like, they don't even know her for real.
There's like a couple movies that like the first Inside Out got me when Joy and Sadness when they combined. I was like, man, I do sometimes be sad but be happy at the same time. And just started bawling in the theater.
Interesting.
And this one of the new characters kind of took over. I was like, oh my god, that's really what it is. And that part made me cry too, because it was like coming to a realization of like that's really what it is.
Interesting.
But other than that, I'll be at home watching TV movies all day. Them was some interesting ass. Them shits be fabbing me about done.
Can't believe that.
Then let me see what I've been talking to my other brother this week. I really don't talk to him too often, but I have been talking to him. He got a birthday coming up. Shout out to the birthdays. Everybody got a birthday coming up. I think it's Leo season. I do have to say, y'all get on my nerves personally. I don't know about nobody else, but being raised with a Leo and then raising a Leo.
I know y'all Leos ain't about to take that from her. I'm not instigating, I'm just saying. I know y'all ain't about to take that land down, Leos. I know y'all not. I know y'all not.
You got any conversation out there in the internet land?
Something I want to talk about. I don't know how we can censor it so that one of these platforms will let it fly.
I mean, we ain't never been censored before,
We are
so
on this one platform. Shut us down with the equipment.
I mean, I understand that, but it's like,
Shut us down so fast.
why are we worried about it now?
Because this one particular platform is part of my income base.
Oh well.
I can't afford to tip them off.
If it's the one that begins with the letter T,
Mm-hmm.
they don't care. You can say the nicest thing, and they be like, you had some malicious intent. Nah, we shutting all this shit down.
So there's been, I don't know, see, I didn't do enough research on it. Because I didn't do enough research. I should have did a little bit more. But allegedly. So remember we did the episode on consent versus coercion? So we understand the difference.
Yeah, I mean,
between the two.
some of us do.
So from the 3 seconds of knowledge I have about the situation, a young girl who was 12 years old was allegedly, because I wasn't there, essayed on the roof in New York. Now, there's this uproar about it. And I think some of the uproar was because some people thought that the people that did it was wrong. But come to find, allegedly, they're not wrong, they're 16-year-olds. However, the video I watched today, this man was trying to justify this bullshit first of all. And he was saying that it wasn't essay, it was consensual because she told them that she was 15 and they're 16. But where he lost me at was he was like, now he did swindle her into interacting with the both of them. But she said okay, so she went along with it. So in the comment section of that video, he was like, you lost me at swindle. Swindle equals coercion. Coercion equals SA. Or fruit emoji after. So
I only talk about those things when I'm watching SVU. Because me and Olivia Benson, we going to solve this case one way or another. What? I mean, there was a couple cases me and her ain't solved together. We had to repeat at a later time. But I mean, there's a whole lot of elements into that. I know that she, like, if it was a SVU case, they'd have called everybody in and wait for somebody to snitch on somebody. But to say swindle, when I hear swindle, that means you offered me something.
Or my answer probably wasn't that initially, or wasn't comfortable with it, and you kept. What about if you, kind of like that, if you love me, you'll do it type shit. Like that's a swindle.
Get the fuck out of What's love got to do with it?
That's you saying that at 40 something.
Yeah, that's
Was you
true.
thinking that at 12 and 15?
Well, I didn't really know what love is at
I'm gonna ask you
12.
again. At
So-
12 and 15, go back to 12 and 15. You was liking whoever you was liking.
I could have been swindled into something at like 15, 16. 12, I was still
My question is,
footballing
That-
and video
but hold
gaming.
on, still, there was somebody out there that you idolized, or that you looked up to, or that you wanted to please. And if you shake your head no one more time, I'm gonna name names.
Not at 12.
12, there was somebody, I'm not saying up here, I'm somebody. Somebody in your world was somebody you looked up to, somebody you idolized, and somebody you wanted to please. Yes, it was. And it doesn't have to be sexual.
Okay, well, yeah,
It could be
okay,
anything.
We,
I don't
we take
wanna-
that out of it. Out of it.
I don't want to go to the mall. Like, you want to go to the mall, Miss Sierra? No. But if you love me, you love
I'm
me, you
standing
come
on
to the
that
mall
now.
with me.
Standing
You're not
on
standing
that.
on that. No, you got
Standing on
got
that.
no phone.
And unless it's
Little Sierra with the fucking pony, with the 4 ponytails, definitely would have gotten that phone. You're a
No.
liar. Stop it. Stop saying no. Stop thinking at 43. Go back to 12. Yes, you would have.
nah.
Sierra, if you love me, I'll buy
I
you
could
some.
probably-
I'll buy you some McDonald's.
I could
I'll get
probably
you some
call
ice cream.
somebody right now who would say my answer would be no. Because they all used to like, no, motherfucker, I want to play the video. I'm not going outside. I don't want to go to the mall with y'all for 28 hours. I don't want to do that.
Was the bad question, but I was making it, trying to make it just
Like-
simple. It could have been anything.
The only
Ride to the
person-
store with me.
The only
Go up
person
the
who
street
I
with
was
me.
like
Come to
that
dinner with us. Do
with
anything.
would
There is
be
somebody
it would be
who
my
you didn't want to
granddad.
disappoint.
It would be
That
my
could
granddad.
have manipulated you into doing something you didn't want to do by using your affection for them against you.
It would be my granddad, hands down. But he never really had to.
Stop saying no when the answer is.
But he really never had to. Like as far as he is concerned, like hands down, I'm doing just about anything he asks me to do. Now there have been other people like Sierra come to the like, I don't want to do that. What the fuck I want to do that for? Hell no.
My mom could kill me with okay up until I was like mid-30s. So help me God. My mom, up until my mid-30s, could kill me with an okay. 2 fucking letters.
Nah.
She'd break me down immediately. I'd be like, Mom, I'm not doing it. I don't care. No. No. She's like, okay. I'm like, dang. Oh my God. Okay, I'm coming. Jesus.
No, like, so, like I said, you could probably, like, my mom or my aunts, or if my grandma was in, like, a functional bit, you could probably ask them, like, have you ever asked her to go somewhere, and she'd be like, no. Like, the only place I ever wanted to go and would be pressed on going is to the airport. Like, oh, so we going to the airport? Oh, I'm coming. That's when you used to be able to do, you know, do shit there. Now you can't do shit there.
I don't have a problem with the airport. I had a blast at the airport. I take the kids, we get that, running crazy at the damn airport.
How you get past what you need to get? You can't even get, you gotta, you can't even get fucking McDonald's without getting past TSA.
I want to stay on that one side upstairs. There's like a Cinnabon and all that right here. Before you cross over the TSA line. I want to say this to you.
I'm about to check it out next time.
I'm almost positive there's a couple little.
But back when the airport used to be fun, you used to go put your hand on the glass and watch the plane fly away.
Watch the plane take off. You watch the plane take off and land?
I'm talking about at the gate.
What gate?
They don't let you do that no more today.
What are you talking about?
Like, so I'll put it this way: when my aunts used to come in and out of town, they flew in and out of town.
You mean to physically wait over where they're coming off?
Absolutely.
Well, you don't see them take off and land from over there. Over where they load and unload the plane in Pittsburgh International, you can't see no plane take off and land from right there. You can watch that bitch back out and taxi this way. And once it spin the bend, that's it. No.
I'm thinking about it like as a
I'm
kid,
a
like
frequent flyer, baby. No.
as a kid, you definitely used to kid. But again, I was a whole different airport back then, so I'm really telling my age. That's crazy. But yeah, like the only person I used to do that with for was my granddad. My granddad could get me to go just about out anywhere. That's why I think I know how to maneuver so much. They be like, I'm about to go mix this concrete in the backyard. You wanna come out? Yeah, I'll come watch you do
That's
concrete.
not the same thing as what I'm asking you.
You said like swindle though, like get you to do something you really don't. In other words, you don't want to do, right?
But you went along with that too easy. You said, you want to come back in the backyard and mix
Listen, there
you didn't have to do no coercing.
There would be
You
a
didn't have to beg you. You
There'll
just
be a
said, yeah, I'm
couple
coming. That's not the
no's.
same thing as what I'm asking.
Okay, so I got an example of that. You know how big my grandparents' yard is. There always used to be an issue with the grass, like somebody cutting the grass. And I was firm on no, my allergies. I'm not trying to be ugly. But when you throw some bread behind that, I'll give you $100 to cut the grass. I bet you the fuck I will. Give me all this
So,
shit.
That's coercion.
It is.
So again, somebody,
Yeah.
somewhere along the way in your lifetime was
Yeah,
able to
definitely.
get Sierra to do stuff that she didn't want to do using coercion.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That right
I'll
there.
rest my case.
But I think that happens to everybody at least once in their life.
I wasn't debating that. My point to you kept saying no, that I stand on my nose. And I say, no, I mean that shit. No, it's tough. You're not that tough. I don't know why you do that. You're not that tough, bro.
I never said
Cut
I
it
was
out.
that tough.
That's how you sit there. Link
But I
back
never
and get
said
your
that. Again,
selection.
that's your perception.
No,
Again,
that's my experience.
that's your perception.
That's my experience.
Okay.
That's not my perception. That's my experience.
It's still your perception.
It's not. It's my experience.
That's your opinion.
That's my experience.
But it's still your
It's-
opinionated experience.
No, it's my experience.
Okay.
It's not my opinion. I'm not. I don't think that is how I experience you. I experience you in the state.
But again,
where
that's
you're
how
always-
you experience me.
And that's who else is like. There's nobody else here but you and I.
So again, it's fair to me to say that's your perspective. Your
My
perspective.
and I'm cleaning that up. It's not my perspective. I don't see you from afar and have a thought and have a visual of what I think of you. I'm not gauging my opinion off of you based off no facts. I'm speaking to my experience. If I'm standing in a room full of people and this person's talking loud and I'm like, at me, and I'm like, why are you yelling at me? Well, I'm not yelling at you. That's your opinion. I'm yelling. No, that's my experience. I'm experiencing your voice in an elevated state. So you're yelling.
But again, to you, that's
You're loud as hell.
I'll take loud as hell. I'll take that. But yelling is something that somebody might not even know that they do.
Not debating that. That doesn't negate my experience. That doesn't change my experience. If every time you see me, I'm punching somebody in the face, your experience of me is that I'm violent. She's violent as hell. I'm not violent. That's your opinion. No, that's my experience. B. Every time I'm standing next to you, I'm punching somebody in the face.
I mean, I don't agree with
That's
that.
how
but-
I experience you.
That's fine, but that's not something that I necessarily have to agree with. If that's your experience, that's your experience.
It's wasn't a matter of agreement.
Yeah.
My experience.
And that's
is that-
fine. I mean, I can say what my experience is, but for what?
But this is the conversation we're having.
But it's not. We were talking about coercion and stuff like that.
And
I
you
was-
said, I stand on my nose. My no is no. I could call anybody right now. They're going to
I
tell you.
could, though.
When I say
That's-
no, I'm standing on that shit. And my point was, Sierra, somewhere in your life, somebody was able to get you to do something you didn't want to do using coercion. Nah. And then now you're like, oh, well, if somebody offered me $100 to cut the grass. So back to my original point, somewhere in your life,
So
somebody
when we-
was able to get you to do something.
When we talk coercion, and I think this was brought up in, like you said, you're taking the essay out of it, and I think that's a big factor of it. I don't know. I don't really, because if I'm saying no, I'm standing on that no. Like I'm not gonna back out of that no, because if I feel like it's something that is going to put me in danger or make me feel a certain type of way about it after I do it, hell no, I'm
But
not
that's
doing that.
not. But that wasn't the circumstance I painted. You're trying to justify and explain away my simple question. My point was somewhere
But again, like I said, that goes for everybody. That's just not.
But that's my point. This wasn't an attack on you, so why did you have to absorb it like that? You made that personal. My point. This only you here. I can't ask Ghost Man because he's not going to answer. I can't. There's nobody else in this room but you and I. So I'm talking to you. Someone. So I know every day of my motherfucking life somebody can me to do some shit I don't motherfucking do. Every fucking day of my life.
That's it.
Every day. I am forced to do shit I don't want to fucking do.
No, I'm not doing
Every day. Every goddamn
I
day.
snapped the other
You're
day.
not doing a lot of shit that I do. I take care of my parents. I'm still raising children under adult age. Every day of my life I'm doing something I don't want to fucking do.
Yeah, I snapped. I did on Sunday. I definitely did. I snapped at my mom and my kids because I was just to the point like, can I get like a second for me, bro? Like 3 seconds without somebody needing me, calling me. Oh, Mom, can you? Hey, Mom. Hey, Sierra, can you? I was by Sunday. I was just over last week. I was done. Last week definitely had me on edge. By the time I was done with last week, that's why I not on Sunday this week. That's another thing. Why do people wait till you about to be 90% into your nap to want to call you?
Who the fuck knows that you're taking a nap?
I just want to know.
Who knows you're taking
you
a
got
nap?
all day. You don't want to call me no
Bro,
other time.
who knows you're taking a nap?
Shit.
Who knows that?
It seems like every time I be about to be in slumberland, somebody, what you doing? About to take this nap. That's what's up. What you? Man, did I just say I'm about to take this nap?
You said that, but that don't mean the person you talking to date what?
And did not.
You said that.
I need this nap. Like they was talking to me like they thought I was gonna be like, oh, all right, let me get up and get some clothes on. I need this nap.
Sometimes people will. People make time for what they want.
And I needed time for that nap.
Well, there you have it. So that's what your priority system was. On these Z's. So you don't want to see me now more than I want to take this nap. So what? Because you thought you was expecting a different answer, wasn't you?
I was like, oh, I'll talk to you later. But other than that, shit ain't nothing been going on in my life but work.
We're not even talking about your life no more.
Man,
We didn't change whole topics.
that's it. That's all. But no, that was one thing that I seen across my timeline was the perception versus reality thing. I seen a lot of posts about like people feeling like they've been being backstabbed or like they don't got no support systems. I've been seeing a lot of those posts. I don't got no response for those type of posts. Because I feel like that's really hard to gauge, like who your real support, like who really fuck with you to fuck with you and who just fucking with you just.
How is that hard to get?
Like, cause sometimes people do fuck with you for the benefit that they feel like you can offer them.
Such as example.
I hate throwing out examples.
Example.
We'll be all here all night, me trying to think of a plain example in my head. Alright, so example. And these is the random names really make shit up. Brad and EJ, they supposedly are allegedly friends. Brad owns a shoe store. EJ knows Brad owns a shoe store. So the only reason why EJ is really fucking with Brad is because he knows that can get shoes at a lesser rate for so-called being Bradford. But in the background, EJ talking about Brad like a dog to Tom, who owned the corner store up the street. Did he get a discount from Tom?
And did he also be going back to Brad to talk about Tom?
It probably does. I'm just saying.
Well, something tells me that Brad already knows that, and he allows EJ to behave that way. People's intentions are made clear, one way or the other. If someone is your friend, only because they can benefit, you know that. They show you. You can't count on them the same way they can count on you. When you're in crisis, they don't give a fuck. Whenever you try to talk to them about something that is plaguing you, they make it about them. So you know that. You know that this isn't a real and genuine friendship. Yet you still choose to participate in it. So anything that happens as a result is on you.
And I'm not necessarily, I'm just saying like in the world out there.
I wasn't talking to you, I mean you.
Yeah, internet land, yeah, like whoever that person may be. And I get it like a lot of times in business, we look for people who are the closest to us to support us, and them be the main ones that be like, for real, don't want you to get to your next step or your next plateau.
Or they don't know how to be supportive. I can't give you what I don't have. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, I can't give you what I don't have.
I guess that goes to a conversation too, but again, how are you going to have a conversation when you feel like this person is unsupportive? Or not
So
even
say that.
friend?
Listen, I don't feel like you support me. Otherwise, it's not really bothering you. If you're willing to just sit in silence about it, then it's not really bothering you.
Which is true.
Say that. Like, yo, it has come to me. I just don't really feel like you're really supporting me right now. Like, I needed you for whatever, and you wasn't there for me when I needed you. Say that. What's the worst that can happen? Y'all ain't gonna be friends no more? Or was y'all really friends today?
That is right.
Shit. Or what's the worst that can happen?
I mean, other than that, I really ain't been seeing too much else. A lot of stuff on my timeline is movies and music.
That's your album.
Yeah, that's my algorithm. And shoes, of course. What you got going?
Girl, I'm not talking no more. We was on a whole subject and you just blew my subject off and went on a tangent.
I didn't. Okay.
That's what she thinks. Other than that, but like we was well past and we was talking about consent coercion. And you changed the whole subject.
Yeah, I'm good on this. I mean, like you said you really can't speak on it because you didn't investigate it enough.
I gave you what the gist of it was.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
gist of it is-
I can't speak on it no more other than what my opinion is, and of course my opinion don't matter because it ain't facts. If there are really any facts to the bottom line of it.
The bottom line is these young men are up on charges for essaying this young girl. And I think part of that is because she's not 15, she's 12. And they're 16. And there's two of them.
I mean, I don't know. I can't even wrap my head around it because where I'm gonna go with that is to a whole lot of different places that I think are not going to translate well.
My only hang up was the coercion part of it. When the man was like, because he's trying to defend the two boys. Like, this wasn't sexual assault, blah, blah, blah. She said she was 15. She was really 12. That's not their fault that they didn't know that she was 12. I'm not going to negate that. I'm not going to debate that point at all. However, if he lost Nia, it behooved me was when he said they did swindle her.
But that's what I'm saying. I would have to know more of the, like you said, like more of the background.
How would you get more of the background unless you're an investigator on said case?
I'm
How,
just
how would you
saying.
get all you're going to get is the pieces that are
Then
going
I
to be to
can't
the public,
even-
and that's all you got.
And I can't even do nothing because what do you mean by swindle? I mean, there's a lot of layers with this. First of all, whether she's 15 or 12, and I guess this is where privilege come in. It's like, where's your caregiver at? But again, I know you in New York, so
But so at 12, I was free to be until the street lights came on. I don't know about nobody else. I was allowed outside to ride my bike, play with my friends, go to Chanel's house, go talk to Nunu house. Okay, I was allowed to be outside. To you on the house.
so
I was allowed outside. Still in
But-
the grandma's house. I was allowed outside. I didn't have to worry about being inside until the street light was coming on.
I think, and this is opinionated. I think a lot of that factor comes in with how well that your parents know these kids,
You never really
and
know
these
your
parents.
kids.
Not
You
your
never
kid,
really know
but
your kids. You never really know. You trust that your kids are going to take the tools you've given them and use them as they go on about their day to day. But you never really know.
But see, that's what I'm getting to. Because again, like I feel like some behaviors are taught. Like who, for the boys example, who is letting you know this is okay?
Letting you know what is okay.
For you to take a female, no matter what the age is, to wherever
At 16?
Yeah.
Have you been a 16-year-old boy?
Yes, I have.
You have been a 16-year-old
Oh, you said have you
boy.
been?
Girl,
No,
I
No,
can't. So
I have not been a 16-year-old.
I have raised this many. I'm raised, well, you know, this many sons.
Right.
Not to mention a host of nephews and foster kids that
I
came
mean,
through
whatever
under my
hormones
reign.
be kicking,
And when
they
I'm
be
going to say
kicking.
all boys have in common, after they reach a certain level of pubescence,
Them hormones be hormones.
Okay then, what you mean? And now we're living in an age where everything is at your fingertips.
Yeah, them hormones.
Teach you what? Example. My son got you know, his little friends that he done accumulated in his world travels, okay? And a couple of his friend groups got little group chats and whatnot. Now, we all know the type of parent that I am.
Right.
You already know what I do and do not play. Another mom, now I'm friends with a couple of the moms in one of these little group chats. One mom, I thought I was straight. The girl got me just a little bit beat. Just a little bit. Just little bit. Because sometimes I get from her, she's like, oh, when's the last time you want to talk recently? Like, I'm not that I've been going through it like recently. But yeah, I go through it. She's like, girl. Get his phone, look at the group chat. So now I gotta look at the group chat. And there's another little boy in there, or two or three. One little boy in there vaping, sending videos of himself vaping. Another little boy is sending corn, you know, videos of cornfields and whatnot. Couple of boys.
Listen,
Got potty. My mom need a bar of soap because her mouth is crazy. I got a text one night like, are you okay? Like, and ladies, can I ask a question? Because you know we got a little mom's group chat. Ladies, I just got a question. You know, are you okay with your son cursing? Like, do you allow that? And you know me immediately. Hell no. Absolutely not. And if you got some footage or fearing of mine, I want to know about it right now because I keep a bar of soap for just such an occasion. What? Nah, bring me that phone. Let me see. What's she talking about? Hurry up, what she talking about? But now we're checking the phones and I be seeing it.
Funny.
So now talk where? His peers.
That is funny. I mean, because that does take me back to a situation where I did find some. So I was like,
I'm not I come to expect it.
I was
They're
like,
boys.
But then,
now what that means is now we have to have a conversation.
But that's what I'm
that
saying.
you're not going to be too fond of, because now I got to keep a real gutter with you.
right.
That's what that does for me. I don't even, and I'm like, oh, so this is where we at? Oh, okay, have a seat. Come on, baby, sit down.
But you know, I had to, like, at that time, I had to lighten it, and I did call other said person's parent, and was like, I ain't trying to be the snitch,
I am.
but I just want you to know if
Tattling.
if this gets out, somebody going to jail.
Indeed. Immediate.
Somebody going to jail.
Federal.
Like, I cares about mine. I don't know if he cares about yours, but.
So when you say who's teaching it, it's like, girl, the world got more access to your baby than you do. And they in your house.
Which is true.
So
Which brings
people
me
be so quick to
to
blame the parents. Parents are not to blame for everything.
which somebody posted something today. I can't even remember what the post was, but it was about social media, like the role that. Let me see if I can find it. So it was a social conditioning. Like, they wanted to hear thoughts on social conditioning and what people thought social conditioning was.
So we've had this conversation before as well. On here, when I talked about fantasy versus reality. Right?
Right.
In my opinion, fantasies are going to seem more fun than reality, but it's up to you, and they're still moldable to address the difference between fantasy and reality.
Well, again, like I said, and that's probably where I got, like, my perception is reality thought, because somebody's perception of your reality can be really fucked up. No matter how close they are or far apart they are to you, that's your, like you said, that's your reality. That's not mine. That's not what I sit in. That's not what I live in. That's, again, your experience of whoever said person is. So I'm going to say I don't feel that the sentiment of perception versus reality is very fair to.
Fair to place where they should choose.
You always say that. I don't know what other words to use.
It's not going to ever be fair. People, opinions is like assholes. Everybody got one and they all stink.
And so that's what I'm saying. So why do we, that was my first thing, like, why do we live in a world who really cares about opinion, but also, I think the underlining of that is, like, because we do live in this type of world where we're basically, I'm not going to say we all are, because some people don't even use social media. They're like, fuck that shit. I wish I would use the social media. Which, I get it. You want to stick into the realization of your own world.
There's other ways to be attached to the fantasy of things. Unless you live off the grid completely, you still can get caught up in the fantasy of things. The fantasy of your thoughts. Sometimes your mind creates things that aren't necessarily, and not in a dangerous way, but like.
But isn't that?
Have you ever dated someone and then imagined in your mind,
Oh, yeah.
you know, how this could go, what it would look like, or what the disagreements might be like, what life might be like? Fantasy.
Yeah.
So there's no escaping fantasy.
I also chop that up as to my perception. Like, that's my perception of what, based on our interactions, what it could possibly be. It's not ever, in a sense, going to be a reality.
Perception not in the right context there, but I mean, I understand what you're trying to say. At the end of the day, it's not so much as perception as it is wishful thinking.
That's what
Based off of how this is going in my mind, this is going to be the greatest thing in the world. This is going to be some fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? think that because I don't like the way you sit there. I don't like the way you cross your leg. I don't like the way you snort. I don't like the cologne you wear. I don't like the way you was talking to that waitress. I don't like, I don't like the way you hike your pants. I don't like, there'd be a number of reasons why I don't like it. But, and there's a lot of reasons why I think it's great. Oh my God, you see the way he treats his mom. See the way he treats his sister. See the way he talked to the old lady across the street. See the way he helped Miss Jones with her groceries. Oh my God, he was so great. Fantasy. It's not perception, that's fantasy.
So what's your definition of perception?
Perception is when one of our distant friends thought we was rich because somebody is out of town every Tuesday, because somebody is at all the concerts, but so somebody always got on the latest sneakers, because somebody be at a few of the football games in the box. That's perception. Meanwhile, we robbing Peter to pay Paul around this bitch. Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. So
That's perception.
And that's what I'm saying.
You pocket watching, and so you believe that we got it, or she got it, because I don't have shit. I don't got nothing. I don't got it. She got it, because I don't have nothing. I don't got a pot or a window. I am poverty stricken, downtrodden and destitute. Let's be clear what's going on over here in this seat. But over in that seat, it's looking real ballerific is all I'm saying. And I can see why that person's perception was what it was, but I was able to clock it before he said it out his mouth. I saw it, I said, nah, he think you got it, you playing.
And
He think you got
it
it.
definitely don't. Shout out to that support system we was talking about last week, okay? Shout out to them niggas.
They think you got it.
Cause I don't. I got some people that rock with me and that's down with me, and
Be that as it may, but that's why that's the difference in perception. Is somebody taking what they see, factually see, and deciding on the narrative without asking.
yeah.
Perception. She's always got on skimpy clothing. She must be a whore. She's a whore. Perception. He wear baggy jeans. He's a thug. Perception. That's perception. That has nothing to do with experience. That nothing. You ain't had a conversation with these two people. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had a conversation with her. But that's what it is. That's the screen. Now, I ain't got nothing to do with experience. My experience is my feeling about what I've sat in with you.
Mm-hmm.
Or with whoever.
Mm-hmm.
And we all gonna have a different experience.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're gonna sit in the same movie theater and that movie was great, that movie was bullshit.
I know somebody who talking chit chat through the whole movie.
And am not ashamed to admit it. And told you before we went, I'm gonna talk the whole time. That's why I don't go. I get too emotionally invested.
It was.
Like I'm there. Like this is about me. Like I'm in it.
And well, I was like, girl, it's fine, but we not gonna be able to touch these niggas. Nowhere near me.
Oh, he's crying. That's so sad.
Nowhere
He
near.
needs a hug. Girl, you ain't hugging that man. He's not even a real person. But that's the difference between perception versus experience versus reality or whatever. But I mean, again, in experience, in reality, because that's my reality. That's my experience. I was there. I felt it. It was me. It was tangible. So be it my opinion or not, my opinion is based off of my experience, not my perception.
Yes, that's fair.
You ain't never looked at somebody from across the room and like, you look like you stink.
You know what? No.
Yes, you have. Looked across the room and somebody decided already like,
And those, so I did that like years ago, and those usually be the motherfuckers I be wrong about. Because there was this particular person who's, I won't get too much into it. But I was like, man, she got a stank ass attitude. Like, just based off of perception, like what I was seeing. It was a really cool person for real, for real. What?
Like, come on, you're cool as hell. Like, oh, you know, yeah. That's cool. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. I mean, a mean old resting bitch face.
I don't know what mine is. I'm starving.
I ate shit today. I had like a bar. Like 2 bars.
I get cussed out when I'm not playing. I don't feel like nobody
I
yelling
had
at me.
2 bottles of water.
I don't like getting yelled at.
So, yes, I'm dying. I wish my outside reflected my inside. I'm dying.
We had a good Waffle House run in a minute.
I almost had to drive out there yesterday. Not too up out that way. Jamari want to have extra big flippers for feet.
What are you in now, 10?
13. My son was like, I'm like, how dicks out Ross called House of Sports and they don't have shit. He's like, they got everything. I said, no, they don't. They don't have shit I need. They're like, Mom, they have everything. I said, no, none I need. He said, yo, Mom.
Don't
He
get
said,
it.
Jamari needs that House of Sports.
That's a beautiful store.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful
It's
in there,
amazing.
boy.
Go
Woo!
in there. And
I just
all
was
types
in
of
there.
mischief.
I was just in there just to be in there. To, what day? I don't know. What day was that?
We took the twins out there just to run around for a couple times. But I'm like, no, Jamari needs new soccer clothes. He's like, I got that. I said, now his size. He said, well, what size do you need? I was like, well, that's why. He said, well, let's feed to be happy. He said, nobody has that. He said, Champs and them order like 3 pairs in that size, and that's it.
Which is true. It sounds like an online order to me.
You don't want nothing. Somebody wanted this going after I got to drive 15,000 miles to get to. And that's what I did. We drove in Robinson.
Okay.
And that is some shit. From Robinson. You know, I'm going to get a 300. I looked at him at the register like, I don't like
I
it.
remember them days. I'm so happy that they're over.
One store, I was like, boy.
So
You
happy.
act like these shoes don't fit. You lose a pair of these socks. I can't find one shin guard. One shin guard sleeve. Ooh. Ooh.
Because the sport the thing that I thought was going to cost the least cost the most. I'm like, God damn, this shit, how is it? Band was so.
I know I got to deal with that this year. Kaya's going to take up an instrument. I'm like, what instrument? What? Jamari took the trumpet.
That's the way ahead.
Oh my God, I got a nice trumpet that, man, hooked me up. It was a nice one. You go right back and see when Kaya just side. She gonna pick something ignorant like a harp or something. I'm gonna punch her right here. You're laughing. This is not funny. I'm telling you, I can feel it.
Yeah, that trumpet, that $300 trumpet.
I didn't pay that. No, I got him on the wrong trumpet, but I didn't pay them like
For mine not to decide like 12 grand. Oh my money, I don't wanna do that no more. I'm like, man, all this investment, band camp in Florida and all types of wild stuff.
Just like here again. Okay.
Well, I
which makes sense. All right, we can talk about it, but it don't make no sense. We can do it.
I don't know nothing about the custody.
I know stuff about custody.
I don't know nothing about none of that.
100,000 different reasons.
I do got
We can do custody. I mean, I can walk you through my experience with custody. I mean,
I got like wasn't we supposed to do foster care?
yeah, foster
I got
care.
a couple people that could come
I'm
on
gonna
for
walk you
that.
through foster care. I'm gonna be talking SHIT on the system because the system is fractured like hell. Shattered. The system is horrible. System and shit. My foster care system is broken.
Hey, this is nuts.
But I don't know. I want to do one on school. I was hoping we could get a school one in before school start back. So maybe I'll reach out tomorrow. Try to do them, and I'll see if I can get them to come on. And then I'll get a couple of moms and see if I can get them scheduled for next Thursday to come on. Or anybody, really anybody can come, but
Oh, I
feel
do.
like conversation.
I got a couple teachers.
So I just think that we just have a large conversation because, again, there's that us versus them.
Oh, it ain't no more.
Well, I meant parents versus
parents versus the.
So,
I'm gonna be sitting in there like.
well, you had an experience when you was in it. When you were raising your kids, you had an experience.
The only experience that I really had, like, I have to like realize how far away they have gotten in the disciplinarian stages from when we were in school. Because my thought process was all like, y'all got in school.
They don't want to have it.
Y'all got that no more.
They have it.
Because I learned my lesson sitting in school. I ain't never want to do that again.
Anything was better than going.
I'm trying to tell you.
Not to him, it wasn't. I wasn't going up in there to that man.
Anything was better than going home.
No, sometimes it was and sometimes it wasn't. Sometimes it was like, this is for me. Like when we was in like the high school, in Wilkesburg, that yellow AWS in school system, that room was yellow.
I never,
And not in a good way. Like it was horribly yellow.
I didn't go there I was straight.
Right. Yeah, so I went 7th, 8th.
Penn Hills, Dinwiddie. And Penn Hills in school was
I
way
don't
worse.
think I ever had in school at Penn Hill.
It was way
Yeah, they
worse.
suspended me. They got me the F about
They
it.
did.
Go home and think about what you've done. I heard.
It was funny in the
Somebody told me
mud.
that I was a bully. I said I ain't never bullied nobody. I said y'all got reactive and bullied, real confused. Baby. I never.
We talked about,
I'm not my business.
me and my brother-in-law talked about that today. We was on the phone call. He was like, yeah, because we was talking about residency. And like, as far as like being on house arrest, you have to set up your house arrest for your residency, your primary residency is, or
Wherever you gonna be, staying at.
yeah,
Permanently.
Right.
Permanently, because that's where you gonna be.
He was like, yeah, I think they go based off of, whatever's on your ID or wherever your mail is registered to or whatever. And I was like, well, I don't know too much about that. And he was like, just like when you went to school, you was going to Woodland Hills, but you was basically living here. And I was like, man, it was like, but your residency was in Edgewood or Swissvale or wherever you lived at the time, or your address was at the time. I was like, yeah.
Well, so no, doesn't matter. That box is going to be permanently affixed to wherever you say you will be at. So where are we putting this? And they have to confirm that with whoever the homeowner or resort or whoever it is, that is okay. And then there's paperwork involved. Like sign all this paperwork and then they're here. So I'll be picking your girlfriend's house and she'll be wanting to put you on call your parole officer every 15 seconds. And I said, oh. Call your parole officer.
Like that's
So I wouldn't pick nowhere that you can't have peace. Yeah, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If you ain't got no peace over here, baby, don't pick that address. or you're gonna be right back where you started. In the bank.
So, what we gonna talk about next week? Is there any ideas?
I'm waiting, hopefully so-and-so is downstairs, but then I'll just deal with that when I get downstairs. Otherwise, I will line up the next couple weeks by calling the principals, the moms. I'll send a text to the group chat, see the moms. And then actually put it in Pittsburgh for our mamas to see if we can have to run, and that'd be a goddamn thing. But you know, we allow to think small, and this is one of them times I feel like they're gonna be like, me.
For real.
I got something to say.
For real.
Because there's a lot of people that are angry about
This stuff in general.
school stuff.
Yeah, in general.
Like from here to, I get calls from or inbox and stuff from parents in Texas, Kansas, Illinois, all types of places. You know, want to pick, my thoughts of the school system and different things or whatever. I told them, you start out and people just send information to me. I'll be the man.
You might need to ride down on that bus for again soon.
You got to start them again. It's that type of year. It's that type of year. You about the fourth person to say something about service somebody. I'm like, they for real?
Listen.
I just got a text like 3-something this morning. Like,
But the bad thing about it is,
why?
the bad thing about it is, I got so many people that are like, I'll go to his house and I got somebody that'll do it. I don't want no conflict. I don't want nobody. I said he called the police on people.
I mean, you're there for official business. So at that point, that's your reason to be. You can call the police if you want to. I'm just trying to serve this officer. And that way he screws himself. So that would be dumb. Yes, sir, call the police. Dummy.
Yeah, I'm like,
And now they're gonna help you serve it. Like, here. That's stupid. That's how that would go. I mean, it is what it is.
yeah, that's another part of my life that I'm still working on. Other than that, life is good. I think great.
What's the I think at the end that I could say?
I think it's good. I think it's great.
Fantastic.
Other than that, nothing. Hopefully we get the ball rolling with these next couple of episodes because they're awesome. Other than that, what you got coming up?
My baby's got books. Because I'll say nothing, and then she be like, I don't know why she keeps saying. My baby's got books. My baby's got.
Going to the all white kid.
Back and forth. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. How about a dress? And everything for it. But I don't know. I want to go, but then I'm afraid it's going to be very people. And that scares me. The attendees. Not attendees, but like the level of attendees. It causes.
I've been rolling the houses lately.
And there's also a bunch of other stuff going on that same weekend. Like it couldn't have fallen on the worst weekend.
I've been just rolling the house lately. I've been sure.
I do the same stuff. But my kids got books. My children are authors, and they have journals that you can purchase on Amazon. My son's journal was called My Voice, Your Voice Matters. And the intention behind that journal, it was for children who have trouble advocating for themselves to be able to write down their day-to-day experiences and then share them with a trusted adult so that you as a parent are abreast of the things that your children are thinking, feeling, and experiencing, as well as school, after-school program, the daycare center, the neighbor, the babysitter, grandma, whoever, to know what's going on and you to be able to work together cohesively to ensure a healthy life experience. My daughter's journal is called How Do I Feel Sketch Journal. That journal, again, was geared towards children that express themselves more towards art versus writing. So her journal has room for you to write a little something, but more so for you to sketch out your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and experiences, so that, again, you can share those with a trusted adult. They're not only for kids. If you're a teenager, if you're an adult, if you're an elder, and you want to use these journals, feel free to buy them. They are available on Amazon. My son's name is Jamari, Jamari Turner. So if you search his name, both journals will come up. Or my daughter, Kaya, Kyah Turner. If you search her name, both journals will come up. Or my voice, or How Do I Feel Sketch Journal. So that's the only thing really publicly that I have going on. Oh, Sunday you can catch the Social Flex with the Steel City Kickers Ladies Kickball League. It's the playoffs this weekend, and we are on the north side at Jack Stacks Park Field, whatever you call it, and it's a good time. There's vendors, food vendors, accessory vendors. There's a shaved ice man.
He's definitely fair.
Oh my God, so
It is.
So there's that going on, and even some awesome women's kickball that's going on. It is a really good time. We also stream it live, so you can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. So it'll be available in those places. And I think that's it. If you're looking for something to do this weekend and you're in Pittsburgh, check out the All White Affair at the Cabaret with Cool Reese. And it's also a battle of the DJs. So, one of my favorites is DJ Tuffy Tuff,
Yeah, I wasn't, because I don't know who he's going against.
He's going to get, I forget the guy's name.
Yeah.
But
He's going against.
Toughest is important to me, so I'm going to tell you. Hold on. It is
Shout out to Cool Reese for always supporting and coming on our
DJ 211. So DJ Tuffy Tuff versus DJ 211. The party is Saturday from 9 to 1. The dress code is all white. The dress code, not hard hit around here, is all white. Free drinks, free buffet, 50-50 raffle every hour. Entry is $30 or 2 people for $50. So if you find yourself in Pittsburgh, around the Homewood area near the Cabaret, wearing all white, that's where you need to be at.
I guess I'll shout out my kids. Wayno on the beat, looking for beats, city of Pittsburgh. Do with your boy Wayno. Did our intro beat. And if you're looking for some different hip hop, I don't even know if you would call that hip hop. It's like more like bounce music, house music. I think so. Check out Lil Ju, Lilju, Apple Music, well, all streaming platforms, not just Apple Music, but all streaming platforms. Also on YouTube. Other than that, that's it.
And that's it. We was chatting, bickering, going back and forth, don't we do best?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't leave us with no structure. We can
We've been up rearranging this whole fuck and still be cool after, like, all right,
Alright, well, man, we're trying to-
uh,
It's all right. We love each other. We were friends since the 4th grade. Check us out.
Here at the Social Flex, we do again always appreciate you tuning in to us. We always do want to remind you to be blessed in the blessing. You never know who you could touch.